Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna, Sri Krishna. Gurur Brahma, Gurur Vishnu, Gurur Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. The method of presentation of the theme in our scriptures is in a descending order. Right in the beginning, the absolute standpoint is given, which becomes a source of inspiration and direction for the seeker. And after that, the scriptures know very well. These people will not be able to comprehend it because they are still lost only in the relative world. Then the second standpoint is taken. So first the absolute standpoint, then the relative standpoint, and thereafter the third standpoint that is taken is Vyavaharik. How do we conduct ourselves, live in this world? And the ultimate, the lowest one, but that doesn't mean it is bad, is how we can change our activities from mundane to the spiritual. These are the four stages through which every seeker has to go. And everything is important. Nothing is unimportant. It is something like this. When a child is studying in the school, he is taught how to count. So, what is the nearest available thing to count? The fingers. So, the teacher tells, see, 1, so the child says 1, again 1, again 1, now 1, 2. Now, for the grown-ups, it is nonsense. But that is necessary for the child. See, friends. Similarly, I have 4 sons. And I introduced them to my friend. See, my first son, he is doing postdoctorate in how to waste money. Then my second son, he is doing his graduation. The third one is in class 10. And the fourth one is in KG2. So when I introduce like this, do I mean that I am condemning the small child and glorifying the eldest one? See, friends. And if we have a totality view, then we will come to know everything that is said in the scriptures is necessary on the scale of evolution. It is something like this. There was a teacher, and he was teaching drawing. And one day he decided to take the examination of the students, 12 students. So he kept few things in the center, a kettle, a cup, a jar, a flower pot, and few things, fruits, etc. in the center. And asked the students to sit at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 12 students sitting in 12 positions. And said, now come on, draw this drawing, looking at it. So the children started looking. And after the time was over, he said, now time is over, stop. Then he said, now change your papers in the following order. 12 o'clock student should hand over the paper to 3 o'clock student. 3 to 6, 6 to 9, 9 to 12, 1 to 4, 4 to 7, 7 to 10, 10 to 1. In this manner, transfer your papers. They did it. Now evaluate whether the drawing drawn is correct or not. Earlier you were a student, now you are examiner. So the student said, and saw. He had only one vision, one angle, 12 o'clock. And when 12 o'clock paper has gone to the 3 o'clock paper, a student is totally wrong. I said, "Dikhta hai." And after their evaluation was over, then the teacher said, "Bring all the papers," and he got them. And he said, "Look here, I have not done anything. You only have evaluated. So I now read the names and the result." Gadbadananda failed. Hadbadananda failed. So everybody failed. So they started shouting, "How come? I have done correctly." Said, "I have not done anything, you only did it." So there was big chaos. Then the teacher said, "Wait a minute, let me try also, because I am also your teacher." And then he started looking at, and according to him, every drawing was correct. And he said, "According to my judgment, every student is perfectly correct." Now see the difference? The students were obsessed with a particular standpoint, and the teacher had overall vision. Whenever we are obsessed, we become duragrahi. Duragrahi means obstinate. We want the thing our way only, there is no other way. See? Therefore the karmakandis, they will say, "What is there in the knowledge? Karma karo, karma karo." And what to do, that I don't know, but karo. See, friends. And those who are the devotees, they will say, "Everything is useless, knowledge, knowledge, nothing is there in the knowledge. Tabla peti, dhum dhadaka, suru ho jao." And those who are the yoga students, they will say, "Nothing except twist your body, don't bother about the mind." See? And the knowledge fellows, they will say, "Oh, Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma Yo Veda Nedam Guhayam Parame Yomanna Guha." Where is this Guha? It's in Bengal. See, friends. Therefore, here also Bhagavan Sri Krishna has given these 4 standpoints. Right in the beginning, he gave the absolute standpoint. And after that, he has given step by step. And now toward the conclusion, he is coming to our level. What he says that Jnatvatha ye vai mam yavan yaschasmi yadrushaha bhajanti ananya bhavena te me bhakta tamamataha. They are my best devotees. Bhakta tama. Tama doesn't mean tamoguni. See, this is called a taratamya. Infinitive, comparative and superlative degree. Like good, gooder, goodest. In the same manner, it is bhakta, bhakta tara and bhakta tama. Bhakta tamo mataha. They are my best devotees. Who are those? Those jnatva, those who have known me totally and completely. Now, what is the complete knowledge of the truth? Our scriptures talk about 3 levels. First is nirguna niraka, attributeless and formless. But it is not the bite of everyone. As long as we are buried under the load of our panchakoshas and the body identification, imagination of the Lord to be formless and attributeless is only a burden on our mind. See, it is not possible. The second expression of the divine is Saguna Nirakar. Saguna Nirakara means with attributes but without form. So Nirguna Nirakar is spoken of by the Vedantis. The Saguna Nirakara is spoken by the yogis. He is Antaryami. He is the inner controller. He is the creator, etc. And the third expression is the Saguna Sakar, where the truth takes the form and attributes. So he is all compassionate. He is an ocean of compassion. He helps his devotees. He loves. He guides them. He becomes their chowkidar. He fulfills their desires. So these are the three stages. Saguna Sakar, Saguna Nirakar and Nirguna Nirakar. Saguna Sakar with attributes, with form, Rama, Krishna, Govinda. Saguna Nirakar, the inner controller, who is controlling from within. Like a person goes to sleep as a doctor, he doesn't wake up as an engineer, inner controller. The fire is hot all the time. This nature of the fire is controlled by this divine force called as Paramatma, Saguna Nirakar, inner controller. But what is his form, shape? No form, no shape. And the ultimate is the Nirguna Nirakar, in whom all the things appear although they do not exist. See? So, Yavan Yaschasmi Yadrishaha. As I am, whatever I am, like what I am, he who has come to know this, Mam Ananya Bhavena Bhajanti. Such devotees of me, they are doing my bhajan. Bhaja, this dhatu has got three meanings. One is bhaja sevayam, with the gross body do the seva. Bhaja bhajanam, with the vani chant the Lord's name. Bhaja, contemplate on the nature of the Lord. So such a devotee who has correctly understood the truth, Hanumanji says in Valmiki Ramayana, Deha buddhya tu dasosmi, jiva buddhya twadam shakaha, atma buddhya tvamevaham, iti me nishchita matihi. When I take myself to be body, then I am their das. Don't spell D-A-S-H. I am thy das. And Jiva Buddhya, when I take myself to be a soul, then I am thy part, Amsha, Tvat Amshakaha. And Atma Buddhya, when I recognize myself to be the absolute conscious blissful existence, I am none other than you. See the three stages. Now this gives us a complete scheme of spiritual practice. When we are living at the body level, we deal with the world also at the body level. Now that time what will be the spiritual practice or devotion is only one. Mai sevaka sacharachara rupa Swami Bhagavanta. Only one spiritual practice, seva, seva, seva. Now why this seva is so important on the path of devotion? Because the servant is the one who is insult proof. See? The owner gets insulted, not the servant. See? Suppose I am a servant and my Sumanamma, she is my boss. So what the boss does, tries to show off the authority on the servant in front of everybody. These are the symptoms of bossism. So when all people came in the morning, then the boss in Amma got awakened. And she told me, "Jara sabke liye pani le aao." Khade ho. So scolded. So when I was scolded, nobody felt that the servant is insulted. Now I replied back, "Amma, how much water you want to drink? Are you a tanker or what?" And when I reply back, to the boss, is it not an insult? See how he is talking to the boss. If you want to protect yourself from the ego, this is the simple technique. May sevaka sacharachara rupa Swami Bhagavat. See, friends, wise people never become the leader. Otherwise, people become only the leader. See, in Bhagavad Gita, Yudhishthir was very clear that first we have planned, now we have to execute our job. So he had no confusion. Bhima was also very clear. He has already decided to open the chest of Duryodhana, Dushasana, like a fridge, take out the Coca-Cola bottle and drink. And he does it. In Mahabharata it is told, he plucks the heart and drinks the blood. He does it, no confusion. The most intelligent were the twins, Nakul and Sahadev. And their approach was, when our eldest brother has decided and we are his follower, why think? If you want to be happy, stop thinking. This is the technique of my happiness. See? I don't think. Therefore, where I am going to stay, why should I think? Those who are called, they will suffer, I relax. Thereafter, after Swami, what food he will take and how to prepare food, what is the breakfast, what is the lunch, why should I worry? Somebody is doing it, relax. Clothes, somebody takes and washes them, irons them, so I am very happy. Now see, when the mundane things are done by somebody, we are so happy. So go further, let somebody think for you, you relax. See, friends. Therefore, Nakula Sahadev decided that we are not going to think. We will follow whatever our eldest brother says, follow it and be relaxed. See, friends. Therefore, if we have to deal with the world as the body, the only technique of devotion is seva. See? And what is seva? Tasmin tat sukha sukhitvam, Narad Bhakti Sutra tells. Seva means the person whom we serve should be happy, should not be made miserable. Nahi, aur khao. No, mama, I cannot take. No, please take, See, if I eat, I will die. Never mind, you eat. Love. It's a detrimental love. Friend, that is not love. Now, Jiva Buddhya Twadam Shakaha. Now when I take myself to be the Jiva, the soul, I am a part and you are the whole. Now see, what is the Paramatma? Satyam Jnanam Anantam. Now as a Jiva, as a soul, now find out who is you, the Jiva, the soul. Now these three things, Satya, existence, Jnanam, knowledge, and Ananta, bliss. All three things can be deducted in us if we properly inquire. Number one, we do not have the experience of our birth, growth, death and absence. Therefore, Satyam. Jnanam, knowledge can never be absent. That's what we are. Ananda, Ananta, we all love ourselves the most. Whom do we love? The one who is the source of happiness. If somebody gives us little happiness, we love little. If somebody gives us more happiness, we love more. And we love most to ourselves because we are the most blissful one. So what is said? Satyam Jnanam Anantam Paramatma Amshakaha. We are none other than Him alone. See, it is only by practice that we have come to discover that I am the body. And if you start inquiring, Narupamasteha tathopalabhyate, Bhagavad Gita 15th chapter tells, Nanto na chadir na cha sampradishta. Ashwatthamenam suvirudha moolam asanga shastrena drudena chitva. See? Na rupama rupam tasya iha yatha upalabhyate. Iha vicharakale. When you inquire. If I am the jiva, the part of the total, find out. Who am I? The body, the prana, the mind, the intellect, anandamaya kosha. Who am I? You will come to know. Thoughts are always about the not self. Like eyes can see everything in this world which is other than the eyes. Eyes cannot see themselves. In the same manner, there cannot be a knower known duality, dichotomy in the self. And therefore, when the mind turns towards its own source, manasam tu kim margane krute naiva manasam, the mind disappears and the truth is revealed. So, jiva buddhyatva damshakaha and atma buddhyatvamevaham. And when I come to inquire and discover that this jiva is a phenomenon, it is not a personality. In Sanskrit, the words are jiva is abhivyakti. It is not a vyakti. Bulb is vyakti, individuality. The light in the bulb is abhivyakti, manifestation. In the same manner, you and me are vyakti, individuality with reference to our body. But with reference to the life, we are all one. See, friends, Atma buddhyatvamevaham iti me nishchita matihi. This is my firm conviction. Now, when this was given to us, now the teacher takes us that everybody will not be able to be so single-pointedly committed to the truth. Even those who walk on the spiritual path, so-called walkers, they start to walk the spiritual path and end up in Johnny Walker. Start with the solid spirituality and conclude in the liquid spirituality. So, for average common people, now the spiritual path is told. Mat katha shravane shraddha, mat anudhyanam uddhava, sarva labhopaharanam, dasenatma nivedanam, mat janma karma kathanam, mat paravanumodanam, Gita Tandava Vaditram Goshti Bhirmat Gruhotsavaha Yatra Balividhanancha Sarva Varshika Parvasu Vaidiki Tantriki Diksham Madhya Vratadharanam Mamarcha Sthapane Shraddham Swataha Samhritya Chodyamaha Udyano Pavana Krida Pura Mandira Karmani. Now here the teacher is bringing to our notice that when we are unable to be with ourselves and be introvert and practice your spiritual practice, never mind. Get involved in the religious activity in your place. That will keep you in tune with the divine. Instead of going to the disco, start going to discourse. See? Instead of going to the clubs, start going to the satsang. Instead of putting the buds in the ears and all the time, iPod. Instead of that, start listening to satsang. See, friends, be very attentive. We all take care of our house. House should be clean, there should be proper painting, then the curtain should be good and the furniture should be matching, everything. We also take care of our clothing. the sleeper and then the sari and the purse and the .com should be of the same color, matching. We also take care of our figure. We hardly eat food. We all the time calculate calories and cholesterol. Because figure ki fikar hai. Because worried about the figure. But what we have done to take care of our mind? See, friends, like there is need of good food for the body, good house for living, good air for breathing, in the same manner, good thoughts for living. See, friends. But what we have done to give good thoughts to ourselves or to our people around? Now that house where the mother is all the time busy in reading Eve's Weekly, Cow's Weekly, Buffalo's Weekly, Dog's Weekly, see, what the children will get? Direction. See? Once I was in, I think Hobart, staying with somebody, and first time when I went their house, near my bed, they have kept one book. Because I am a Swami, so she thought that I will like to read some spiritual books. She doesn't know I believe in staying in the present tense. Therefore, I read only this junk mail which comes to you, that is my literature. Living in the utter present. So she kept that book. And book was what? Doga for dogs. Yoga called Doga. And in that all the things were given. See? All the time thinking, talking about everything else except the truth. See, friends, therefore we have to give good food to the mind. And food to the mind is only good, healthy, spiritual, religious thoughts. Now, Mat Katha Shravane Shraddha. Whenever we listen to something without faith, we are not benefited. One of the fundamental of spiritual life is Shraddhavan labate jnanam tat paraha sayyatendriyaha. Shraddhavan labate jnanam. Buddhiman na labate kadapi. Those who are intellectuals, they never get the knowledge because they are argumentative. Why? Because the sky is too high. See, what is said by the scriptures, is it that they spoke about a hat? No. See, we may not be able to understand. See, our wisdom is what? Even I do not know. Are you the final authority or what? In Bombay, this happens. Sometimes, these lion clubs or tiger club and buffalo club, they call me for giving lecture. And Swami is the one who is the master key, fits in every lock. Somebody is born, we go. Somebody is dead, we go. Somebody doesn't die, then also we go. Maru is go. Right. So I was called for that Lions Club meeting. Like here, Prashad Babu comes and he delivers his sermon. In the same manner, the president of the Lions Club will come. And if he is a Gujarati, gone. And then that Gujarati Lions Club came, president came and he started talking. Today we are blessed with a great, great master of this century. I was looking after about whom he is talking. And then in between they will fire. What? Not share, because I am a Swami, so they will be firing some Sanskrit verses. And he said, Swamiji taught me, I have never seen that lion. So, Swamiji taught me, Mana eva manushyanam karana bandha mokshayoho, Bhagavad Gita tells. Now I started getting, cramps in my stomach. After everything was over, We were sitting for a cup of tea. I said, Mahatma Ji, when did I teach you? He said, no, we have to say like that. And then I told him, who told you that this verse is from Bhagavad Gita? No, it is not from Bhagavad Gita. Then where from it is? Then I told him it is from Amrita Bindu Upanishad. Ye kya hota hai? And further, I thought all the verses are only in Gita. You can see the height of foolishness and authority. Even I did not know. So my ignorance is the authority of wisdom. See, friends, therefore, unless we have Shraddha, we cannot progress. Shraddha is the foundation of our existence. Shraddha is the inner strength. It is not a weakness. All of us have Shraddha, and on the basis of that Shraddha alone, we live. Who knows where from we are dropped in this world? Somebody tells, this is your mom. Who knows? We start believing. And then that mom tells, he is your dad. That also we start believing. Who knows? Our very existence is determined by only blind faith. Faith has to be blind. Because faith is the inner strength to jump into the abyss of darkness. See, when we sit in the flight, with what strength? Faith. There was a man, he boarded the flight and he heard, get out of this flight. This is going to crash. Suddenly he got up, oh God, I got a chest pain, I think I got a heart attack, I am a problem. And he got out of the flight. And he got the news that flight crashed. Thank God, whosoever helped me, I am saved. Then he wanted to go, so he got into the train. The moment he was getting into the train, again the same voice. Don't get into this train. This train is going to derail, there will be accident. He again got back. His wife said, what happened to you? You don't know anything, I will not go. I am not feeling well. He got back. The train met with an accident. Third time, he decided to let me go by bus. And he was just going to board the bus along with his wife. Again the same voice. Don't get into this bus. This bus is going to meet with an accident. Now this man got very angry. Hey man, whosoever you may be, where were you when I got married? Therefore, mat katha shravane shraddha, mad anudhyanam uddhava. And when, see, mind is that strength which is infinite strength. Bhagavan Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, his all spiritual practice based on this bhavana. Bhagavad Gita says, Nasti buddhihi ayuktasya, nacha yuktasya bhavana, nacha bhavayata shantihi, ashantasya kutas sukham. Buddhihi, understanding, nasti ayuktasya. He who is not well integrated, he can never have proper understanding. And the chemical which is released in our system, which will integrate our personality, that chemical is called as Shraddha. Shraddhavan lavate jnanam. See? Every step we take in our life with this blind Shraddha, who knows what is going to happen next moment? We go to the barber and sit. Nowadays you don't go, earlier people used to go. They will go to the barber and sit down. and your jugular vein is directly handed over to him, halal or jhatka. And then that time that the barber will do the whitewash, there was one barber, Sunday, 5-6 customers sitting. So what they do, they will whitewash and keep you soaking in the soap. Otherwise, now you can't go out, you have to stay there. So his son came. Dad, you are always working so hard. Today I got a holiday. Shall I try? Yes, beta, you can try on that uncle. But be careful. You know, the razor is very sharp, okay? Now see, so when we are sitting before the barber, on what strength? That he will shave only the beard, not the head. See, friends, Shraddha is inner strength. Shraddhavan labate jnanam. See, there was a great saint in Bombay, Nisargadatta Maharaj. He heard his guru only once. Within a few days' time, his guru passed and left the body. And his argument was very simple. Why will he tell me the lies? That I am Brahman. Why will he tell lies? Because what benefit he will get? Suppose I tell you that I am God and you are Papi. Then I will get some benefit, is it not? But when I am telling you that you yourself are Sakshat, Parabrahma Paramatma, what benefit I will get? See, this is called as positive thinking. See? Therefore, Nasti buddhi ayuktasya nacha yuktasya bhavana. Bhavana means applying the mind with all your strength to be something what you are not now. See? That is called as bhavana. So in that bhavana, you sit before the Lord and do the bhavana. Bhagavan Krishna is there and he is playing the murali and he is in my heart and the melodious music coming out of him. See, what you are doing is bhavana. Therefore, don't, discard. I don't believe in these stones and bricks and all. That is not God. God is in your heart. Which heart? Bloody heart? Or the spiritual heart? If you have touched your own spiritual heart, other than the divine, you will see nothing in this world. It is something like this. Many people, those who are, lipstick Vedanti, lipstick Vedanti means they have got the Vedanta stuck on their lips. Lipstick Vedanti. So they always belittle devotion. Oh, devotion is for, those, gopis in the Vrindavan. We have no knowledge. No. The maturity and fulfillment of knowledge is called as devotion. Why Bhagavan Shankara should have written so many compositions? Was he a less Vedanti than we? See, friends. Therefore, with this bhavana, what is exactly happening is this. We want to learn driving a car. So where we will learn? Right on the express highway? No, we will go on a football ground. And there we start learning. And there also we will find out a tree to create an accident. Because we don't know how to control the car. There was one American NRI who came to India. And When he came to India, he thought, oh, my India, let me serve my people. And in that mode, he was going from Bombay to Pune. And there was one villager somewhere on the way waiting for the bus. And nobody stops. So he knows it, but he does his job happily. If it doesn't stop, he goes home and he sleeps. No worries. So with the pagdi on his head and everything. And when he just to this man also, he stopped. He came and stopped. And he said, come on, sit down. I'm going, I'll give you a lift. He thought, that villager thought, there must be something wrong. Why he is stopping for me? He said anyway. And then started talking the NRI, how our country is great, etc., etc. And when it was happening, he missed and he hit a tree. And the car stopped. So the villager got down. He said, thank you very much. This is the only place I had to come to. Thank you very much. But I want to know, where from you are? I am from America. Oh, America. Do you have trees in America to stop the car? So when we learn driving the car, we go in an open ground and then learn, is it not? After we are perfect in controlling the movement of the car, then we come with the L or the P on the road. So when other people see L and P on the road, they are more careful than you. Bhagavat. See friends, in the same manner, in our house, we sit before the Lord and then we start ringing the bell and the food and arti. So we learn to be a devotee before the personal God. Like we learn to be a driver in our own second-hand car. And after we have become confident, then we have to get a license. First we get a driver, this first license, L, learning, or the P, provisional. In the same manner, after we finish our training in our house before the Lord, then we come out with the mark L or P. Full stop, mala, and one, this mala in the hand. One person asked me, why they take out the finger out of that hole? I said, when they want to eat tuna with the pan, then these are the L license, and this is very helpful. I always use it. Whenever I see a prospective questioning personality coming to me, immediately I take out from my pocket and I tell, excuse me, when I travel, I chant Lord's name because I am very afraid that the plane may crash. So it is said, before dying you should remember the Lord. So I say, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare. You are protected. This is what they say, God's name protects you. Means whom? The Guru is protected from the disciples. The husband is protected from the wife. When she comes, Abhi uthe nahi? It's all powerful. Try it. This is how I keep it in my pocket. There is no other reason. So we get the second stage of devotion. Then slowly our mind is all the time thinking about the Lord and the Lord alone. And when this becomes saturated, then the mala drops from your hand. You have no questions. you stop talking to yourself. And those who stop talking to themselves, they stop talking to others also. See? These are the stages through which we all have to go. So this last stage the teacher tells, Mat katha shravane shraddham, Mat anudhyanam uddhava. And when anudhyanam, all the time, seeing the divine presence in every experience of our life. Upanishad says, Pratibodha viditam matam. Pratibodha in every experience, matam viditam. The truth is revealed. See, it is a passive voice. There is no I left. The truth is revealed. Therefore, when this happens, then sarva labha upaharanam. Then all the attachment of achievement and failure, gain and loss in the world becomes null and void. Dasya atma nivedanam. And live in this world as dasa. Dasa is take the position of being a servant. And as I told you, servant never gets insulted. Those who get insulted, they have taken themselves to be guru. Never, never become a guru in your life. You want to be happy. I don't know if I told you, in South Africa, in Pretoria, they told me to speak 5 days on 5 Upanishads. 1 day, 1 hour, 1 Upanishad. You can imagine. So, Isha Kena Kata Mundaka Mandukya, 5 Upanishads. And when all my talks were over, last day, Prasad and all that. So one lady came and she said, Swami, in my whole life I have never laughed so much, although I am studying Vedanta for last 25 years. I never knew. Vedanta is so cheerful and happy. So I said, I am so sorry I made you laugh. He said, no, I never knew that. It is so cheerful and happy. Why did it happen with me? I said, maybe the teacher who is teaching you must be a very miserable fellow. And over. Evening, I had to take dinner. It happened to be her house. I went there. Oh, Mama, it is your dinner today. Yes, Swamiji. Very good. Then she introduced, this is my husband. So I did namaskar, husbandji, namaskar. And then she told me, Swamiji, he taught me Vedanta for last 25 years. That time, I had, had I remembered, I would have said the same prarthana which Sita Mata has said to let the earth bifurcate and I would. And I was, hiding my face, looking here and there, and they were looking at me. Then he said, Swamiji, yes, I have been teaching her, and not her, but we have a big class here. And what you told is true. I cannot laugh. I am always very serious. What is the reason why this is happening? Then I said, I will talk to you, but don't stop me from taking food, or else I will talk after dinner. He said, no, your food is guaranteed. I said, okay, then listen. You have become a guru, and therefore, never become guru in life. Remain a seeker throughout your life. Guru is a personality where addition cannot be possible. I know everything. Who can teach me? See, friends, Bhagavan Ramakrishna every time used to say, always remain a seeker throughout your life. Don't take a position of the Guru. See? That's why when I go to so many places, the standard format, this Purna Kumbha and the Aarti and all that, and then Pada Puja. So I don't allow all that. So one person asked me, Swamiji, you may not allow, but why this is, that Aarti is shown? I said, look here, in the earlier days, Mahatma used to walk barefooted during daytime. And in the evening, whenever they get some village, they will go and ask for food and shelter. Those days there was no electricity. So how do we know who has come? Because the thieves and the Mahatmas, they look alike. So the mother-in-law will tell the daughter-in-law, Beta, jara diya le aana, bring the lamp. So the daughter-in-law will bring the lamp. And then Aarti is shown. So the mother-in-law sees totally, who is this, It is not anything else, but verifying whether he is the thief or a Mahatma. And when they confirm, Haja aane do. Okay, then why Pada Puja? Because they used to walk all the time, so their feet used to be dirty. And these Grihasthas are Mahachalu. They don't want the dirt to come in their house. Therefore, wash your feet. Pada Puja. Friends, never take a position of a guru if you want to grow spiritually. Remain simpler than the simplest. Dissolve your personality. Spiritual life is not attaining anything. It is losing everything. Even a simple thing like deep sleep is possible when we lose everything. We lose even I. Till such time, I is there, sleep has not begun. The last mantra is what? I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep, I want to sleep. And when this I is dropped, the sleep begins. That is the reason those seekers who come for satsang and their eye disappears, they sleep in the satsang. And they are the real seekers. Others are only struggling to understand. They have gone. Therefore, those who sleep in the satsang, I like them the most. In this manner, keep yourself occupied with various activities such as Janma Karma Cha Me Divyam, my glory in the form of birth and activities like Rama or Krishna, Ramnavami, Janmashtami, and then various kinds of occasions to celebrate life. See, you must have seen, here in the Western world, people are all the time wanting to go somewhere for a weekend. Their spirituality is also weekend spirituality. Weekend spirituality is liquid spirituality which leaves you behind weekend. And when they come on Monday to work, then they first of all they go to OGIM restaurant. You know that OGIM? In America they have got TGIF. That you know? Thank God it's Friday. So, as a complementary to that chain, I have opened another chain in USA. That is OGIM. Oh God, it's Monday. And they come to office somehow dragging because in the weekend they were totally weakened and somehow they come. See? We are given many opportunities to celebrate life. But how? Celebrate many functions around the year. There is something or the other which will connect you with the divine. Therefore, don't think, oh, Diwali making noise and pollution. What pollution? That is required. Shivratri is a way. One social worker, IAS officer, and sociologist, whatever. I was in Jaipur. There is one temple there, Jharkhandeshwar. It is a private thing and it is a very old one. And the Shivalinga there is a totally different type. Everywhere there is a sandy area, but right in the center there is one very rare kind of stone. It is Swayambhu, whatever. So, when I was visiting that place, I was sitting with one elderly person who was there. He is no more now. So this lady came and did namaskar to me, and she said, Swamiji, I want to take up this project. That on Shivratri they pour tons of milk. It goes to the gutter and all that. If that milk is given to the poor children, is it not good? I said, look here, don't ask me. Elderly person is sitting here, you ask him, I don't know anything. Remember one thing, you are not obliged to answer everybody's every question. Number two, you don't have to carry opinions about everything in life. No need. See? You will be remaining at peace with yourself. Otherwise you go on talking unnecessarily. Why should you bother about what other? Acha, take it. So after that elderly person told, then she said, Swamiji, I want to hear from you also. I said, look here. When those people are pouring milk on Shivalinga, are they taking money from government? No. Are they taking money from your bank account? No. So whose money they are spending? Their money. What right you have got to do account of their money unless you are a CA? What they do with their money, let them do. You are thinking of creating a society which is weakling and dependent. By pouring water on the Shivalinga, inner strength is grown. See, physical things anybody can understand. Physical strength without the inner poise is a poison for the society. You may be strong without wisdom. See? Therefore, don't get into that wrong channel of thinking that people are wasting money and all that. They are not wasting your money. So don't bother. What they do, let them do. See? Similarly, in one marriage I went in Bombay, they are spending, lakhs and crores of rupees. So there was one person with me. He said, Swamiji, see how much money they are wasting. I said, they are taking money from you. No, they are their own money. I said, then why you are worried? Who has asked you to think in that line? See, friends, therefore, whatever is done under the name of devotion, you don't worry. If you want to participate, join, enjoy. If you don't want to go into a cave. Write a board outside your room, cave, and enter. And when this is being done, then amanitvam adambitvam krutasya aparikirtanam api deepavalokam me noyujjan nivedanam. And thereafter, lead in this world without any arrogance or achievement or hypocrisy, and do not talk about your own good activities. I have done this thing, I have done that thing. In the form of, I don't know what is the certificate number. In India, we have got ATG. When you give donation, you get a certificate. Income tax deduction certificate, ATG. Like you got Parle-G, Banerjee, Mukherjee, Refugee, similarly ATG. Indians are very respectful people. Even the certificate is given respect. That is not the right way. Therefore, Krutasya aparikirtanam. See, in Punjabi language it is said, do good and forget about it. In their language they say, neki kar kuए में डाल. That means do good and forget about it. Don't do good and count. Once somewhere on a hill station, we were going about 10-20 people after the satsang, and very nice climate, bright sun, cold weather. So one lady came and she gave me one shawl which was not with me on the way. She put on my thing. Swamiji, this is for you. I said, thank you very much, and we went. And when we were sitting, I took that shawl on the grass, I put it and sat down there. After we finished, we got up and started walking. I forgot that shawl there. She lifted it, cleaned it like this. And she said, Swamiji, do you know how much this shawl costs? I said, maybe 10 rupees, 20 rupees. No, Swamiji, this is special Pashmina shawl. It costs 35,000 rupees. So what? No, this is meant for putting on the body. You just put it on the thing. I said, whose shawl is this? Swami, this is your shawl. Why you are worried? I will tear it into pieces and throw away. See? Neki kar, do good and forget about it. But we want to keep account. वो उस दिन दिया था 4 रुपया क्या होंगे? बीड़ी पिया. Those people who keep account of their goodness, they suffer more in life. Those who don't do goodness. See? This message is given somewhere I read behind a rickshaw in Delhi. नेकी कर, जूते खा. नेकी कर, जूते खा. Second line, मैंने खाए, तू भी खा. Don't unnecessarily carry the burden of goodness. Do it and forget about it. Therefore, Kritasya aparikirtanam. And yad yadishtatamam loke yaccha priyata atmanaha tatta nivedayam tadanantyaya kalpate. And we have to learn, in tapasya. What is tapasya in your devotion? You will be observing fast, isn't it? Ekadashi, Shivratri. So whenever we go to so many houses, they ask Swamiji, tomorrow is Ekadashi, your host is asking what food you will take. You will take normal food or Alaha. Then I ask him, who are they? If they are Marwadi and Gujarati, then I follow Ekadashi. If they are not, then I take normal food. Why so? Because Gujarati and Marwadis, they know how to eat. There will be maximum number of dishes on Ekadashi and Shivratri. Now the idea of Upavasa is withdraw from the indulgence in the world and think of God. But instead of thinking of Narayana, they think of Saudana Khichdi. From the sublime to the ridiculous. आप साबुदाना खिचड़ी खाते हैं कल एकादशी है. Simple technique I will tell you. Keep your stomach full, head empty, relax. Therefore, tapasya is meant for two things. Number one, discover freedom from your dependence on the worldly things. See, how much we are dependent. Like when I go to Punjabi houses, they ask Swamiji, what food you will take? So I tell them. What I will take that I don't know, what I will not take that I can tell you. Yes. Lasan, pyaj, tomato, rajma, chole, bhature, bhalle, painganda bharta, and makke di roti, sarso da saag. Swamiji, फिर क्या बनाऊं? They cannot think about cooking without these items, See? So discover freedom from the worldly things. That is tapasya. That is upavas. And for that, you have to have inner confidence, atma vishwas. So tapasya is done for these two. Invoke these two principles. Discover freedom from dependence and discover inner strength. And it is for this purpose the tapasya is done. And then try to see the divine presence in the things and beings around you in this manner. When you start doing your devotion in the form of whatever participation you can do, and try to see the divine presence in everything and being. Normally what we do, we try to find an excuse. Actually, I wanted to do the japa, but I have forgotten my mala, then how to do the japa. It is only for this purpose Bhagavan has given us fingers, and there are, parts on that. So you start. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram. Find an excuse how you should remember him. We find an excuse why I should not do puja. Whenever we are in hurry, the first item to be discarded is puja. Acha, tum kar lo. See, friends, because that is the last priority. That is the most unimportant thing for us. And in this manner, prayena bhakti yogena satsangena vinodhava nopayo vidyate sangri aprayanam hi satamaham. Therefore, hey Uddhav, bhakti yogena satsangena vina. Two things. Without satsanga and without the path of devotion, there is no other better path to merge in him. Devotion gives us the destination. Devotion is like a GPS. Immediately calculating. And then you get options. You want toll, you want shortcut, or you want a crowded one. And then you select one. So destination is given by devotion. That the Lord is the ultimate, not me. Disappearance of the self in the presence of the divine is the destination GPS given by the God. Now what the satsanga does? Satsanga helps us removing the wrong notions that we carry in our heart. Wrong notions, again I repeat it, about four things. Wrong notion about ourselves, who we are. Body, jiva, soul, Paramatma, who we are. Then wrong notion about the world. What do we mean by the world? The third thing, wrong notion about spiritual practice. And the fourth thing, wrong notion about the most important thing is how we lead our life in day-to-day conduct. So Jiva, Jagat, Ishvara and Sadhana. These four things must be properly known, and then only we will be able to drive to the destination. Therefore, the teacher says, Prayena bhakti yogena satsangena vina uddhava na upayaha vidyate. There is no other way. This is the way. Atha etat paramam guhyam shunvato yadunandanam sugopyam api vakshami tvam te bhrutya surut sakha. And therefore, I shall tell you something more secret in the next chapter about the satsanga and the greatness of satsanga, but not in this session, maybe God willing in the next session. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnahat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti 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 Hari Om.